Hi, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I'm going to show you how we cut our cost per lead in half on Facebook using this simple trick. All right, so before I get started and show you what we did, we've got a little bonus. Towards the end, I'm going to get Graham, my account manager, to take you through exactly what we did in our ad account and show you the ads and everything that we're running and prove to you that this really did cut our cost per lead in half. So you can basically take it as a blueprint and do it yourself, all right, if you stick around to the end. So a little background on the campaign and what we were doing before we introduced this little trick was that we had, I think it was £150 a day, roughly $200 a day, running this advertising campaign, and it was to sell our Flexxable configurator program. All right, so great offer, easy to sell, and I think our cost per lead was more expensive than I thought. It was around £15, I believe. But what we had was, so roughly 10 leads a day, and what we had was 2 hooks that we wanted to test, and then we had, I think it was 5 ad sets running on ad set budget. So we had a campaign structure, we had 5 ad sets, and then we had 2 hooks in each ad set, and I think we had 3 different images or whatever per hook. So roughly 6 ads per ad set. All right, so we had pretty, you know, we know our audience. We had a pretty strong offer. We had some really great intros and some really great hooks. The problem was, after a couple of weeks of running this, our cost per lead started going up and up and up, like all of us have experienced, okay? So what do we do? All right, so the first thing we did to try and bring our cost per lead down, and we set this up in a sandbox campaign. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. So you want to test it in a separate campaign. So we had this, the thing that we wanted to test was the creative, i.e. the image. All right, so our ad copy and our headline was exactly the same in the sandbox, and we tested using different images. Well, it was the same image, but we used them in a collection style ad, because collection ads have worked fantastically well for us in the past. And we knew that if we could, you know, if we could get something up quickly, which we could, because we've got, you know, the graphics department in-house, we could get it up quickly. We didn't have to come up with new hooks, new copy or anything like that. It was easy to put into the sandbox. And it worked well. You know, out of the gate, it worked pretty well. It brought our cost per lead down. And then we moved the winning collection ad over to the normal campaign, and it did well for 3 or 4 days, and then guess what? The same thing happened. Cost per lead spiked. It didn't do any better than the other ads we had in the campaign. So we needed a bigger test. We needed something that was just going to knock the socks off the audience, was going to grab their attention, an image that was going to grab their attention, okay? And we're luckily enough, we've been doing this for some time, and we've done a lot of ads inside our agency, right? So we knew a certain type of ad that was going to work well, that we'd used a couple of years before, and it was the breaking news style ad. And I've seen a lot of people using this in the last 6 months or so, and it does work exceptionally well. All right, so what we did, we created a breaking news ad, and we put it into the sandbox campaign. And what we noticed straight away was that our cost per click and our CPMs dramatically dived, and our cost per leads started coming in much cheaper as well. So within 6 hours, we moved those winning creatives, the breaking news style ads, over to our main campaign, and it just killed it. Okay. All right. So if you don't believe me, let's have a quick look at the stats that we're running. Okay. So we spent a little over £900 leading up to the 4 days leading up to the test, the breaking news test, and our cost per lead was a little over £20. We introduced the breaking news style ads, and the 4 days after we introduced it, our cost per lead was just a smidge over £10 as well. So we cut our cost per lead in half with just an image, just an image change, all right? And this is extremely valuable information for you lot if you're running Facebook ads or any type of ads, could be GDN or whatever. A small change like this can literally, if you hit that winning ticket, it can slash your cost per lead in half. Very powerful. Also, I forgot to say, it's important to know that the image takes up, 75% roughly of the ad real estate. So when you've got a hook and an angle that's working or has worked in the past, the fastest and quickest thing you can do is to make drastic and frequent image changes inside your Facebook ads until you hit that jackpot like we did, and things can change very quickly. All right. And as a little bonus, just to prove that this is actually what happened with us and how it made such a big shift, I'm going to get Graham, my account manager, to quickly run through our ad account in Facebook. I'm sure a little bit of stuff will be blurred out because we need to protect stuff, but he's going to run through and show you what it looks like inside the campaign and exactly what happened. I hope you enjoyed.
Hey guys, just to quickly take you through the account. So as you can see, from the period of the 21st to the 24th, we were spending on our Flex Configurator campaigns, trying to get people onto our kind of course. So in this kind of period, we spent £941. So prior to this, we'd already found the copy that worked the best for us in the headline. And now we were trying creative changes to try and bring the cost per lead down. The cost per lead was at around about the £15 mark, which was probably a bit too much, but we weren't too disappointed with it. So we started to trial a few more creatives in this 4-day period. So the creatives we trialed were these ones. So we had a collection ad and image one, similar, different colours, and they started to work well over the first day, but they quickly fatigued over the next couple of days to the 24th. So if you go through the metrics, the click-through rate was about 0.73%. Cost per click was £2.33, which isn't terrible for this offer. The cost per click had spiked up to £20.92. So the creatives were starting to fatigue for sure. Image one we ran from the start as well, so that was definitely fatiguing. So then what we did was we introduced 4 new creatives into our sandbox, which I'll show you now. So these are the 4 new creatives we did. So it's just the breaking news type style images with different headlines, and we introduced these into the sandbox. Now the sandbox, I think we made the decision after 2 hours to put these into the production campaign because it just went crazy. Like, it was so much cheaper. So just to remind you, so we spent about 941 for roughly 45 leads. I think there was a few more that didn't track, but not too far off. And then what happened was the next 4 days, the same period afterwards, spent similar money, but what we found was the click-through rate went up, but the cost per click actually increased, which was interesting. It was obviously this was being shown to better traffic, I would have thought, but you just had to pay more for that traffic. So it's not always a bad thing, but so the cost per click went up, but the results. So for the same kind of spend, we were getting almost double the leads for the same spend, half in the cost per lead. So it was £20 in the previous period. And this just one simple creative change dropped it to about £10. So yeah, it's just highlighting how vital it is that we test all parts of the ad, but creative especially, because it takes up almost 75% of the ad real estate that people see on the newsfeed. So it's the easiest change you can make for quick reductions in your cost per lead, as long as you found the copy that works and it's worked for you before. But anyway, this is our account. This is what happened. So it is possible just with that simple change. And yeah, cheers for listening.
Okay, so if you've enjoyed this video today, please give us a like so we know to create more content like this. Also, if you've got any questions about slashing your cost per lead using Facebook ads, then comment below and we'll do our best to get back to you. And finally, so you're the first to know whenever we create new content, awesome content like this, then please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. So if you're really good at running Facebook ads, but have really sucky clients that are draining you, then why not give performance marketing a try? I've got a game plan. I'm going to show you exactly how to move from the old way of doing things to the new way of doing things. There'll be a link somewhere around here. Click it, it's free. It's good stuff. Enjoy.